Let's quickly go over some life cycles of plants and animals, which are both diploid. And plants and animals both have these two different phases. We have a region that is called, or a state that is called as a diploid, and then we have haploid. In plants, the plant body is usually a diploid, and many plants will have a region on the top, especially like fungi and algae, and that, or some of the ferns, which will give you a region that is called as a sporophyte, and these spores, the sporophyte produces spores. Now the spores then give rise to a gametophyte, which is a plant body in which are present actually gametes. So what I'm trying to show you here is called as alteration of generation. Alternation of generation. So a sporophyte and a gametophyte is alternate in each cycle of a plant. Very conspicuous in plant cells. Animal cells, the sporophytes are not at all conspicuous, so we really don't see that. We see more of the germ cells producing the sperm and the egg, and the fusion of the sperm and the eggs giving you fertilization that results in zygote. So there's a little difference. You don't really see a sporophyte stage in animals. You usually see the gametophytic stage, but plant cells do have both spores forming and zygote forming process. I think I've given you a lot of information on these variations, and I did put this slide originally, but I'm thinking for a 101 class that might be a little too much to remember. Again, this is not trying to, it's not that it's intimidating or anything. I think I've given you a little too much information in this class than I should really have given for the cell division. But here, and just for those of you for interest, the three events that cause combination of alleles crossing over. Remember, this took place in the prophase 1 of meiosis. Alignment, which is randomly done, also in meiosis, and the chances of meeting gametes at fertilization. So these three events will result in variation of traits in the daughter cells. And lastly, the most important slide over here is the difference between mitosis and meiosis. There are lots of similarities between the two. We had the terms were the same: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Each of these phases were recognized by the way the spindle was forming and how chromosomes were moving and sorting. That was a very similar concept. Mitosis may have evolved from meiosis. Why? Because meiosis 2 is done nothing besides mitosis. Mitosis maintains the chromosome number. It occurs in body cells, all body cells besides the sexual organs. In sexual organs, we have the process which is called as meiosis, which reduces the chromosome number. This concludes this section. I would really like you to sit down and do the worksheet that I have assigned for the lab for this mitosis and meiosis, so you can differentiate the different stages and know exactly what is happening in each stage. And the result of mitosis and meiosis are slightly different. In mitosis, you only have 2 cells. In meiosis, always results in 4 haploid cells. So these are the 4 haploid cells, and these are the 2 diploid cells still, because it does not duplicate or reduce the chromosome number.